Welcome to the Databricks Assistant Overview Training. This training covers Databricks Assistant documentation, SAS code conversion to Databricks, code explanation, generating code, and code debugging. Upon completion of this training, you will be able to find relevant information within Databricks Assistant, translate SAS code to Python or R, generate code snippets, and troubleshoot error codes and issues. Please note the Databricks Assistant is currently available as a pilot, and its procurement is still under consideration. Databricks Assistant is an AI coding assistant to make you more efficient as you create notebooks, queries, and files. The assistant can generate code, explain and debug code, including identifying and suggesting fixes for errors. It can also help you find relevant information in the Databricks documentation. Databricks Assistant uses Unity Catalog metadata to provide personalized responses. This release of Databricks Assistant will not include access to Unity Catalog. However, Unity Catalog will be available in a future release and utilized to connect to CDR metadata. The Databricks Assistant icon is the fourth icon below File. You can utilize Databricks Assistant within a cell by clicking Generate Ctrl-I or by clicking the blue toggle assistant icon. When using Databricks Assistant to search for relevant information, the search results are similar to information you may find in knowledge base articles in the Training Hub. Here are some examples of questions to ask the assistant. How can I create a workflow within Databricks? Please take a moment to pause this page and read the steps to create a workflow in Databricks. Can Databricks Assistant help me translate my SAS code to Python or R? The answer tells you that if you provide the SAS code, it will help you translate. You will see an example later in the training. And the last question we will ask the assistant: how can I find out what libraries are loaded on my cluster? The assistant provides a few options of how you can find out which libraries are available. Pay special attention to the notes at the bottom of your Databricks Assistant queries. These notes provide useful tips and information. Now, let's move on to another important feature of Databricks Assistant: translating SAS code into Python or R. For better results with the assistant, it's important to give precise instructions in your prompt so that the final response matches your preferred format. In this example, we have SAS code to compute descriptive statistics with class variables. In our prompt, we ask Databricks Assistant to translate the code. You can decide whether to accept the generated code based on the results it produces. We can review our results. Let's look at one more example of translating SAS code. In this example of a measure pool, we want to translate this SAS code to Python. We take a moment to look at the code, and if it is what we want, we click Accept. And here we have our Python code translated from SAS. Now we will look at examples of how you can use Databricks Assistant to explain and generate code. Your colleague shared some code with you, but you're not entirely sure of what it does. You can input the code into Databricks Assistant and ask it to explain, or you can simply ask, "What does this code do?" You can also ask the assistant to explain the code line by line. We understand the purpose of this code and decide to run it. It's recommended to review the code you've generated before running it. For example, if you're not satisfied with the format of the Show option, you can easily switch to the Display option. Let's make this change and use Display instead. You can also leave comments for your colleagues or notes for yourself on your code. Databricks Assistant offers more than just code explanations. We can also utilize it to generate code. In this instance, we will generate code by providing the prompt, "Show me sample data from public data zip codes." Once the code is generated, you can review it to ensure its accuracy and make any necessary changes. Now we will look at an example of how Databricks Assistant can be used to troubleshoot code errors and issues. Our colleague provided us with code they claim works, but we encountered an error when we tried to run it. We can choose Diagnose Error to troubleshoot the code. The assistant informs us our issue is mixing Python code and Databricks SQL code in the same cell. We ask the assistant to fix the code, and now we have corrected code that is ready to be executed. Congratulations. You have completed the Databricks Assistant Overview training. You should now be able to understand how to find relevant information within Databricks Assistant. Leverage Databricks Assistant to explain and generate code snippets. Utilize Databricks Assistant as a debugging tool to troubleshoot code errors and issues, and identify the process to use Databricks Assistant to translate SAS code to Python or R.